A lot of tonality to be set here. How aggressive can you be? This is a map with a lot of questions. And once the tonality is set, once the momentum ball is on, that's where teams are going to start rolling forward. Now looking at peak, we can already see one team resting upon there, which is GODLIKE. And right beside that, GODLIKE. There is one team that I would love to see how well they can showcase their day one game towards the second day as well. Bhima Shakti Strip, GODLIKE. This is one of the places where we can see yet another fight. But wait a second, GB, they've already initiated battle.
Well, let's see. I mean, two of my predictions going against each other already. NG Pros, Anubhav. One has been taken down. GB, there's only one player, if I'm not mistaken. It's KAGENDRA. He might be spotted out and blocked away from any rescue. So let's see if that's something that Cropsy will be able to do. But Manu will be taken down, and it reduces the chances of a push against GB KAGENDRA. So here comes some of the players as well from Meta Ninja, who might be disrupting this aggression coming from NG Pros.
Oh, that's very smart. Bringing at least a player, but KAGENDRA, oh my god. This is already done and dusted for last man standing. He's still running around. Okay, Speedies. He is trying his level best to keep the entire team afloat. And Plantation is not the spot for you. Just run away. As Meta Ninja, they've already made their way through and non-stop. NG Pros, they are just on the verge of getting extinct.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just questioning the plan of NG Pros from that moment. They split up, two on the ground, two on the second floor, and it's very unfortunate that they really doesn't make that plan work out. So let's see if they will be able to make a different way into the next phase of the circle. On the other side, we have Avita x KDZ going for the fight against Revenant x Spark, and seems like it's Taiwan who received a lot of damage. Does have that Woodpecker, might be able to spot them from afar, and the Cord from Long Kong, you know how it is, the deadly long-range LMG, but still acts like a sniper.
He's already proving his point. And he knows what's happening in and around that area. Avita x KDC, look at the way they're just bouncing through. They know there's a weak team right in front. Yeah. Go ahead, Revenant x Spark. Prove me wrong. Take this fight. Win. As Avita x KDC, whenever they have initiated things, they've always finished on a very high note. Black, he's separated from the entire crew, and this is one of the places where the Wolves, once they're separated, they don't function that well. Tawan rushing forward. There's electrotherapy even being utilized, and this itself showcases how prepared Avita x KDC is for this fight.
Oh, I love the breakaway from Avita right now. Just divide and conquer, but unfortunately they lost Long Kong. He was far away from the rest of the team, and that's the same thing that Revenant x Spark is trying to do right now, just to lure them into one direction so that they can isolate at least one and get that elimination. So 2v2 or 2v2 might be happening right here against Avita, Winter and Taiwan going against Wolfen and Sahil. But we know for a fact that there's a few more players from the side who might be able to go in for a crossfire. But there goes the shot from Taiwan, Woodpecker in hand, and they grab their second elimination.
Oh, there you go. Look at him. Just constantly tweaking around, kicking up a row, making so much noise that even Revenant x Spark is not able to figure out what's happening. But finally, they're very quick to catch upon. Couple of players knocked on the ground and eliminated as well. That's a really good performance coming in from their end. But look at the way Avita x KDC, they're just giving some really nice response as well. Couple of players were eliminated. Now they're back into the picture. Different spot, but it doesn't matter. They'll still go ahead and conquer the area.
Oh, let's see if they'll be able to conquer. Right now, GB, it's a good thing that Yakuza managed to pull away, but half an HP bar. Let's see if he can recover as well as bring back the rest of the teams. There's none yet being taken out onto the next lobby. Still have OGxTSG with only one player as well, similar to what we've seen from GB. And there's plenty of room that they can go for revival. They just have to be cautious not to meet anyone else who is a full squad. But speaking of full squad, here comes GOW. Just jumping across Meta Ninja, and let's see if there's something that they will take advantage. Probably a hit from behind or from when they jump. That is what GOW is looking forward to.
GOW They have just missed the boat as Meta Ninja. They ran away to a really nice spot. GOW. So far, I've just seen 2 eliminations in their pocket. Meta Ninja, they are doing a lot in this lobby. 7 eliminations. And Demon, he's making his way to no man territory. This might be a bad call, but using binoculars, getting to know where the opponents can be, that's very, very smart of him. Wise, as we can say.
Ian already in position. Death for a shot with the VSK. We still don't know where Death was, but now they're taking advantage, just boxing them out. They know where Meta Ninja dropped, and everyone from the team is dropping like flies. Only 1 remain that is alive. Make that 2 remain that's still alive and still nowhere out. On how GOW prepared for that, I didn't see that coming. Same goes for Meta Ninja.
Oh my goodness, the flank was so good, Neptune. They caught us off guard. And if this is the case, GOW, they are just gonna keep chasing Vincent and get that additional point as well. Vincent, he's trying to be that torchbearer. He's running away, but again, staying in the same grounded situation where Vincent, he'll definitely be sent right across, but there's still players coming back into the picture. So Meta Ninja, they're still alive, but barely by a thread.
I mean, 8 elimination by Meta Ninja, and I believe when they met up with GOW, there's only 1 or 2 from GOW. But at that moment, they're getting close to catching up. For Evita, XKDZ, I haven't seen that much of engagement just yet. Only 2 elimination for them, and seems like in where they will be coming from, there's no need to move. So they might be meeting with NG Pros in a moment. Same goes with GODLIKE, unless they start a fight, and that's where Evita x KDC would be going for a 3rd party. For the rest of the teams, the chase is still on. GOW from Katowice, going in for the hunt, or probably a gatekeep against Meta Ninja, making sure that they will see where those revive will be coming from and going to, and they will be heading to Bima Sakti Strip.
Bima Sakti Strip, a good place for a rotation, and you can even see how many opponents are trying to call in a rotation, head towards the smack center, get the control, and in the middle, intercept them. That's how you can get those elimination points. But talking about these 2 teams, GODLIKE and NG Pros. NG Pros, they have been doing some kind of a very mischievous job there, but at peak, GODLIKE, it feels just very stagnant for them. So they wanted to see more action, and that's where they've come way too down towards this 1 prime spot, which has a zipline as well. So let's see how well they can capitalize this entire map.
Yeah, going for airdrop right now. Probably marking their location as well. It's a good way for Zipline to move out of a peak, but I don't think that's what the plan of GODLIKE is. They've heard and seen some players of NG Pro. It's more the timing that they need to work on. Yogi sees the vehicle.
Bad feeling.
If 1 gets off, probably step on, then might be able to get that headshot. But no, Yogi triggered discipline. Love the patience of the guy.
Yeah. Patience of a saint. And he's gone by his name. Not gonna lie there. The entire crew, they're still trying to scout out, know where the opponents are. And this is a prime spot for mayhem. GB versus Evita XKDC. We have seen it in day 1. It did not pan out to be really good for GB. And that's where Evita XKDC, they're looking in for some free points. What will it look like? That's time which will decide. Yakuza, on the other end, he's way too aggressive. He just wanted to know what's happening here right through the glue walls. What entire situation is it? Is it just a fake? Is it just a decoy? Or Winter just wants to go ahead and get those shots spot on? Speedies, he runs away, and the others as well. This is 1 point that Evita XKDC is going to receive.
Yeah, I guess the Evita XKDC's frontliner is just a distraction to give way for Long Kong to get for that shot. Or Anusit, rather, to get a shot. But right now, because of the gunshots, they pulled in GOW. Now, this is what we're looking forward to. A battle of Southeast Asia. Vietnam going against Thailand. If GOW will be able to take down Evita right now, this only shows who would be the best in Bermuda. But, Cryo Mine. A little bit of chip damage, plus a shot from Death. VSK switching to M82B. That is what Death can deal in this battlefield.
That was a good night shot. And Long Kong, he's running away for his dear life. Look at the way Demon is just running across, sprinting with his Winchester in his hand. And there you go, those shots are evident. Long Kong eliminated, but the team still survives as two players are landing down on the ground. Oh wait, it's all four. They're still surviving. And GOW, my oh my, what a way to respond to such good aggressiveness.
Yeah, I mean, given the fact that they were in lower ground, Avita x KDZ was not expecting them, but GOW was patient enough to really wait for the perfect opportunity. And, like, Death was just waiting in their bushes and leaves in the tree, covering his shot, and he just knows where to take those, especially if you're using that cryo mind or that plushie. And that's one thing that you can use from the long range, from a mid range. If you're that aggressive player, that aggressive team, you can use that Nero to your best advantage. And it's seldom that we see that. It's only GOW's making it work that well.
Oh, yes. But there's another team who wants to showcase what they're made of, Banks. This is a good fight for them, at least to prove the entire lobby that they are worth for every penny. But no, it's bad times for them as Goxo, he's the only man surviving. Meta Ninja, way to go. They just capitalized the entire area. They knew. They read the entire team like an open book. And one by one just crumbled them into bits and pieces. And this is Meta Ninja, ladies and gentlemen. They're just going ahead and getting those points. It's day number 2 and they've just understood the assignment. They've done their homework, Neptune, is what I can say.
Definitely agree. I mean, it seems like they know where their teams are rotating. And we've seen our first elimination. Cassie, sir, the final player of GB Esports. So much hope for the team, but unfortunately, they are first to go down. They did put in 4 elimination, but not that much. Now, let's see for the rest on how they can go. IQoo's OGxTSG has been eliminated as well. 8 elimination on their side. Avita! KDZ! I need to stop calling out who's getting eliminated. It seems like there will be a lot more when I start.
I've been thinking like 12 teams 1 minute ago, and all of a sudden they're just dropping down one by one. There's even Yogi going ahead and getting some really good shots onto Meta Ninja and Goat. All of a sudden they are kicking up a notch, and there goes the entire team Meta Ninja.
Oh no.
This entire area was a doom for them. And NG Pros in the middle of all of that chaos they've found the prime spot, smack center of the circle. And this might backfire as teams are slowly reaching in towards the area.
Now we'll see Goat using a launch pad to get into the same area. Top 1 will also try to do the same, but unfortunately Goat will be eliminated on 7th. Now, NG Pros taking the middle of the next phase's circle. Have a good spot to cover themselves. GOW though on one side, and there goes Rad. Knockdown, but confirmation comes from a different team. Now, they lost Death already, so they don't have Sniper, but you can see what Winchester can do in the hands of GOW. And top 1 only left with 1. And let's see on how well GOW can play this once they go for a rotation.
I would say, what was a butterfly to do among bulls and bears? They're just clawing their way through GOW. They have a different story to tell, and they've yet again, in day number 2, embarked that same W streak.
See if they can continue on. I'm still seeing GODLIKE with a full squad. You know they'll be deadly. There goes Valiant Dash into the tent. But unfortunately, Marco and Nancy goes down. Yogi would be meditating for a moment. Echo will try to go in for the push. Doesn't break the glue wall for the save, and he will be left out. Tagged with A124. Unfortunate. They could have taken advantage of that, but NG Pros right now trying to hide out, survive, and top up. But here comes GOW breaking through the door and leaving none behind with 19 elimination and 3 more opponents to deal with.
Oh, goodness. All right, now comes the entire showdown reckoning. They're the foes to be reckoned with, but Demon and Hans, they both are alive. As long as they are still alive and kicking, they can go ahead and get those eliminations. What a lovely way to swing by the corner, get those elimination points with Haas. He's already down Demon, the last man standing, and he's gonna be done for as well. As Reckoning, they back the first booyah for today.
Oh, Reckoning sought up to be the bottom 12 in this lobby, in this map. Against GOW, it seemed like it was too easy. And this is what we love to see from a team. How they perform, how they survive, and take the best advantage, take the best timing to win and grab that booyah.